Alright. If you probably heard of the throwing stuff around as well. There we go. I think we're back. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods, even with all that nonsense. I'll move the microphone a little ways here since I had to fully unplug the thing. I don't know what's going on. Just decided to take a nap, so welcome on in. Hey, it's just X now. Welcome on in. Hey, Gabriel. Probably Gabriel. Welcome, Brian. Welcome, Mate No Way. Welcome, Nathan. Glad to see you all, and Skaven Man as well. If you're still on out there, we're gonna be going ahead and jumping on into some tribes of the north. So we've got 13 custom factions, all kind of based on different playstyles and kind of dedicated to different. Some of them dedicated specifically to different gods. We are playing the Sarl, who kind of just want to mind their own business, kidnap a bunch of trolls who are also minding their business, and chop wood. So, happy lifestyle here. So, as chaos stirs in the frozen wastes, hordes of marauding champions are going to flood the mortal realms, binding those receptive to chaos to their will. Through dark fortresses that have withstood time themselves, the meager Northman tribes are forced to serve the chaos champions for eternity. If the northern tribes are to do free, it is paramount that we prevent these fortresses to fall into the hands of our chaos brethren. So if we lose the Tower of Crack, or if this Tower of Crack goes into Azazel or any of the chaos champions' hands whatsoever, we immediately become their vassal, which is not a lot of fun. So we have to keep any of the warriors of chaos factions from claiming the tower at all costs. It actually makes some of the startups for some of these factions extremely difficult. Although a lot of those factions don't start at war with you, so you can kind of bop them on the head as well, probably the next turn, because they don't begin at war with you here in Azazel's case. But how they play, so the Sarl are excellent lumberjacks. Timber buildings are going to provide unique global bonuses while constructed, and Birna is a fabled huntress who can revisit completed monster hunts after obtaining victories against certain cultures. The rest of it is going to be your normal Norscan stuff, so port for our economy, as well as the lumberjack. I guess the lumberjacking we're going to be up to. First, we need to throw hands with the Brotherhood of the Bear. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go immediately after the Tower of Kotarak. I'm good now. Awesome. Good to hear. Gabriel for the English speaker. Awesome. Awesome. Dex is fine. Well, welcome on in, everyone. Hey, Leonis. Hey, Kevin. Just finished work and straight into a live stream. What a great day to be breathing. I appreciate that. To be fair, I am very worn out. Good old vacation planning being what it is. Lady Wizard has been fantastic, though, and has been handling a good majority of it with us here. We'll just jump straight on in. I'm going to basically show off that oh yeah, we need a... How many times we can say it? We'll show off Birna. We don't have ourselves a unique shaman sorcerer. This is just a Jarke of the Kvelig. I guess you'll be our Kevin of the Kvelig. Welcome, good sir. He's just a normal shaman. We do have kind of reskinned versions of the Marauders. They're not going to have different stats than the other guys, but all of the different tribes of the north are going to have all of your different Marauder kind of units have unique skins to them, which is actually pretty cool. These guys have themselves little blue cloaks. In a lot of cases, little blue cloaks and hoods. Some of them have capes for the more elite lads. We also are going to have these Sarl Hunters, which are going to be a very good archery unit that have some bonus versus large of 8. We'll be smacking down at the trolls that we're here to hunt. We've also got kind of an ROR to start off here with the Stalkers of the Quality Delta. They're the crazies that are out there hunting trolls, although they do have actually, instead of a bonus versus large, probably to change them a little bit from their brethren, they have a bonus versus infantry of 9, making them really, really good at blending up any infantry teams. And a shield for blocking incoming arrow fire. They are pretty great. As long as they're on their own, they actually do even more damage, which we always will enjoy. Kind of your on your own lone wolf skirmish archers. Who's she in the lore? And I wish I knew. Let's go ahead and see if it gives us any kind of flavor text. I believe it does. So we've got champions of the Sarl, our stalkers of the vast salt marshes. They're going to make up for the majority of the Sarl territory. Their ability to traverse these treacherous grounds while remaining unfazed by living threats make them a force to be reckoned with. I believe she is kind of a mutant. We can find out through some of her other flavor text here. She looks great. The black-tongued maiden. I know the Sarl are kind of famous for having black tongues. But besides that, I am a little bit lore light in terms of the Norscan tribes, so if you or any of you are lore masters out there, please share. We can try to find out a little bit, though. She is a hybrid champion, so she's going to have some bonus versus infantry of 20, so she will throw hands with the best of them. Pretty good bow as well, with 100 bonus versus large. So any large beasties, beware. Birna's here to slay you and everyone you know. She's also got the Mutant's Gaze ability, so if you were a single entity, you were going to have 20 less leadership, 20% less missile resistance, and the ability to stop moving and sit still for a moment. Time for a forced nap. Feel the power of the great and mighty Kevin. I have to watch Total War while I play Total War, so I'm going to continue my Drazwith Old World campaign. Well, but that one's pretty fun. 190 range. She's also buff. Yeah, she can beat you up. Absolutely. And everyone you know. So for her abilities, see if we can figure out a little bit about her. So she's a shield maiden of the Sarl tribe. She imparts her combat expertise to aspiring warriors while reducing the recruitment costs and improving the effectiveness of the Sarl shield maiden units, which I guess are the hunters. I don't think we actually have any shield maidens besides. I think those Sarl hunters are going to be what they're counting as. So you're also going to have, I guess, the Sarl tribe, or they're excellent lumberjacks and they like to hunt trolls. That's what we know about them. As the longship artisan, Birna accelerates the construction of formidable longships, enhancing naval capabilities for both trade and raiding in coastal regions. Indeed, look at that. Generating some furs. Even more timber. Birna's mastery over timbercraft fuels the growth of Sarl settlements, improving the economic output and fortifications in tribes' territories. Master Woodsman. She's also going to have the Call of the Crows. Alright then. That's a pretty nasty damage over time ability there. And it looks like she can kind of cast it. So I kind of figure this is usually one where she would have only around herself, but she can kind of cast that out too. And has stalk. Known for her exceptional hunting skills, Birna's precision in battle increases the accuracy and damage output of ranged units under her command. 10% more missile strength for the whole army. Yes, please. You also get more range and reload time reduction to a maximum of 10% and 5%. And then the Sarl tribe, Birna's... Ooh, that's a hard one. Mutant Thane Legacy improves the resilience of Sarl settlements against mutant incursions, ensuring the tribe remains protected from the dangers of the chaotic wilderness. Snipe. Snipe is such a good ability, especially on archers with 160 range. So I haven't learned the most about her. When the ancient days, so we got two unique weapons actually: the Whale Song's Bane and the Tuskweave Longbow. Together, they make you the mutant champion of the Kalti Delta. Champions of the Sarl. Oh yeah, we already got to read that one. It gives you causes fear and Vanguard, which is great. What's the Tuskweave go? Some magical missiles. These tend to fail me, but hopefully we can make good use as long as we get some good line of sight. And it's like kind of like Fireball, always blows up 3 feet from you. Similar with these. More missile strength and reload time reduction, though, is insane. And then the Whale Song's Bane gives her an additional plus 20 bonus for... Hang on now. She already has, what, 20? So 40 bonus versus infantry? Yeah, why not? As long as her leadership is high, this will keep on recharging. Yes, please. Buff and deadly from range, too. This should be a great bow. She can apparently talk to birds. She looks badass. Good enough lore for me. Fair enough. You found it in some novel. Oh, Palace of the Plague Lord. That's not what I'm aware of. Unique items are lore accurate. And I'm glad you know. I certainly am. Let's go ahead and show them off in the battle. So Azazel will likely go ahead and clump this guy in his forehead right afterwards, but we'll find out, won't we? We have to siege the Tower of Crack, but thankfully, for some reason, they have not been upkeeping their walls very much. They're going to go ahead and sally out brave lads and face us. So we've got 3 Kossars with spears, 5 with normal Kossars, and some dervishes. Let's see if they can hold a line against Birna and her spicy boy. Cool, she's like a proper Viking then. More weird witchcrafty stuff than aesthetic shirtless men. Yeah, a little bit. She still has the ab window going like most Spartans and or Vikings from television. Next, if your longbow, or if your longbow works like most bow magical missiles, it'll likely have an arc and not be a straight shot like a fireball. Well, I hope so. Truthfully, I do. Then we might get some use out of it. Alright, so let's start deployment, and we'll show off the old units. Which, I mean, they're your typical marauders, but they're a wee bit different, aren't they? They're fancy marauders. And everything else can kind of stay. Birna, get your muscled self over here. And here's our fancy Sarl marauders. It's a kind of halfway hood. They still look cool. The slight differences between the different tribe units does make them have a lot more flavor, even if they're the exact same unit. Although I will say I do wish the hoods are a little bit longer. Probably a hard way to make them actually flow, because I've seen a lot of the modded units that have capes like that. They are stiff. And they do look a little bit weird when that happens, but these guys look awesome. And then our river trolls, which I think are your normal stinky troll boys. This one's brought a couple of snacks with him. How smart. Ready to go they are. And then our Sarl hunters. I believe these are the normal variant. I don't see any shields on you guys. Shield maidens is what they called them. I don't know. I feel like they might beat you up for calling them shield maidens.
Praise the masters. They lead us to great bounty.
The bait jobs they give each tribe are pretty great. The marauders almost make you care about preserving them. I think so too. Just giving them a couple extra scarves, I like them more. Kind of like the Dunedain from your old Divide and Conquer. Smashing and eating. Smash some trolls. Indeed. Maybe not the second, but let's see what the ROR guys are all about. I mean, they look great. That's kind of your proper Huskarl unit. Oh yeah, these guys look awesome. Definitely going to try to do our best to preserve them. They are good on their own, so let's see how far they have to be away from friendlies for this to kick in. Oh, 80 meters. So they need to be completely by themselves. It's kind of suspicious. I guess we can have them pick off this guy here. So what we'll do, and no one cares about you, Manticore. Yeah, so basically, since everyone there has a bow and they're all going to be nice and mean with them, we want our trolls to kind of catch some attention. They can do lots of goodies with their regeneration. We'll have Spicy Kevin sitting down here. He might be able to throw the fireballs in a straight line if we get him close. Although, I guess we want him kind of away from these guys. And I will have him falling back. Meh. He'll be fine. You go up front with Birna. We'll have the Manticore kind of hovering over here. Our other Sarl hunters. And 80 meters is quite a ways. Can't hide them nearly as well. I guess we can just pop them in over here. And let them sneak on up from this other side here. And then our other marauders can... Well, we're not going to really be that sneaky, are we? I think that's fine. The marauders here. These guys don't have they have to be on their own, do they? Nope. So we can have you hide for a nice javelin ambush. That should do. We have our terror bomb ready to kind of zoom on over to. I think I will keep the trolls back with these guys. Put them on their own was kind of dumb. They can sit up front. Tank some of the arrows that we do for our blue hooded lads and send them straight to the afterlife. We are outnumbered here, so this is a little bit of a spooky battle. I'll get you all in a group, ranged lads, and then our trolls can be with the smacky boys. Let's go guard mode for you two. Javelins do not do a good job of fighting once they close the gap. At least the loader units will get some, and they put the little reaction icon in the worst spot. At least the loader units get some speed, right? Yes, they do. They get 20% extra speed, so nothing here except for the dervishes should be able to catch them. And we have plenty of units to stop that. Let's get it going. I am going to also bring... You guys have stock? They do. We're gonna bring them down. Well, these guys kind of advance. Come back into the woods there. Spicy Kevin, go this way. We want to make sure you can actually throw some hate here in a moment.
Deaths are assured.
Let's hope.
No time wasted.
From here, we look like we have a completely clear shot to these guys. Let's see. Fireball on Constantine.
This one's good.
Let's find out. Raise the sun. Ooh. Sorry, Nikolai. You're supposed to dodge those.
They use the wind.
If you dodge a fireball, you can probably also dodge a normal one. Let's keep pelting their captain. Although Hershey gets a lot of extra bonus versus large, so let's see if they're willing to shoot at a lone unit, even one as dangerous as Birna. Meanwhile, bring the trolls up a bit. Sneaky boys in the woods. Keep moving. More fireballs. Oh yeah, they are shooting. Everyone's firing on Birna. Dodge. Yeah, no, they are all in on that idea. So let's have the sneaky boys keep coming onto the side. Birna will fall back a bit. She can fire while moving, so that's just fine. Let's have you guys kind of... Not very sneaky, are they? That's unfortunate. We'll have them come over to here, and then we'll have the javelin men just kind of wait. We'll see if we can sneak on up. I'm okay with Birna taking a little bit of damage here. More fireballs at these clowns. In fact, Birna, if you want to come on up and charge to the middle of these Kossars, I would greatly appreciate it. You boys fall back to the woods. Looks like they're coming after you. Trolls forward. Hit those dervishes. Perfect. We'll have the flyer go over the top. You guys move in to hit the same unit. Marauders in on both sides there. Birna can smack this group. Our archers annihilated these guys. That's perfect. Okay, let's see if you can get a fireball at the guys that are hunting after Birna. Sarl archers annihilated that poor group. Trolls doing what trolls do best. Having a feast. Let's make sure no one else gets hit with any kind of arrows, even if it's spear boys that are after you. Now we're gonna be a little bit slow here, aren't we? Luckily that skirmish mode. There we go. You guys get the one volley here. Go for the middle. Birna's completely surrounded. I think she'll be doing fine. The Skarls forward. Trolls keep clobbering these dervishes. He is surrounded, so let's go ahead and see if we can't throw a fireball into the fray. Get our terror bomb moving. Well done, warriors. Trolls, come on, back in and smack into the back of these Kossars. Glorious stuff. They're actually getting some return fire now. For a very brief amount of time. And that bonus versus infantry on their shot is quite amazing. Birna, you fall on back, taking a lot of damage. Let's have the terror bomb come this way. Archer should be able to finish off these poor guys. Trolls come on in and give him a smack on the head. There we go. Let's let the javelins and the archers kind of do their thing. Our marauders will not enjoy any of that. Marauders, you come this way, please. Oop, you guys this way. Oh, our trolls are running. They lost a couple of units out of nowhere, didn't they? I thought those javelins completely missed their targets and hit the trolls instead. That's alright. Only losing a couple of models of trolls, no big deal. More than we wanted to, though. Looks like the defenders of the Tower of Crack are broken, except for these guys here. Haven't quite learned that an act of the brain means no. Whatever the heck that was. I think she's launching arrows into the size of corridors. And that's a win. We'll take it. Manticore, you're fine. It's just a scratch. He's so mad. Let's see how many of these guys we can catch. These Levites run pretty quick. I don't know if it's gonna be very many. You fire on them, you gotta stand back so you're not getting shot. Decent, thank you. That's way better there. Still not that many. They're a quick batch to flee the field, aren't they? Winning the battle there. Mostly we hit. The Manticore's name is Navin. We can indeed. Kevin's fireballs are so far literally the most accurate magic I've seen you sling the entire time. That's pretty true. His fireballs are actually connected. So far, most of the rest of them go about 3 feet. Blow up on a clump of grass. I gotta do something. I'll be AFK for a minute. All right, we'll wait for you here. Although the sneer is, he's watching you. I have also noticed here that load times with the tribes of the north are quite a bit longer than normal. I didn't. We don't really have much else besides either. Alright, only 53 of our own fall, and we get ourselves a Razor Standard. Cool, we can buff up our trolls or maybe some of our marauders a bit more. Sounds good to me. Raise it for the eagle. Oh, we're just gonna go ahead and occupy this little mother we're supposed to here, keep out of chaos hands. Sweet, so we also are gonna start with the Sarl encampment under our control, and we're gonna begin right next to the corn-based faction here with Aceling. Okay, thanks for the 500 gold. Yeah, no, Aceling is terrifying. So they are basically a full-on corn faction, but with Norska. So they are able to send skulls back to the Skull Throne. They get their blood letters from the summons. That's kind of the only reason I didn't play them, is just because they are just a corn faction with Norska. Lots of fun though. The Supreme Sorceress of Grond, are you? We'll have you, since we are able to actually get all 4 of them. I don't like the Seduction to the Serpent the most, simply because the Indulger and the Exotic gives you a little bit less vigor loss for your whole army, which is so useful for an entirely melee-based faction. It's going to be sprinting around the entire time. Play the Crow for that regeneration is also amazing. Fury the Hound I don't tend to like because Rampage is just not good. I don't like when you can't control your units. So I'm going to go ahead and actually start with Dominating Presence for the experience gain. Kevin, you have some pretty good skills. We might not have to worry about your fireball at the start. Twisted Architecture is just going to make all the buildings cost less. Let's do that. We don't have very much money to start since we aren't going to be starting with any ports, so we do need all the help we can get. What can we really recruit off the bat? You can get normal spearmen and some blue draped marauders. Into the Kiss Levites, we're definitely going to need a few more normal marauders. We'll just go ahead and grab those guys on in. I'm also thinking it's not a bad idea to prepare ourselves another general. Be following Birna around. This is also one of the other custom tribes, the Tribe of the Wolf. I guess they get to fight against the Greyling right off the bat. Tribe of the Wolf has a bunch of obviously wolf-based units. They buff them up quite a bit, and then the Greyling tribe, if I'm not mistaken, is all about uniting the rest of the Norscan tribes. So they're going to be coming after us with a vengeful fury, because uniting to them means smacking everyone in the head until they know you're strongest.
All-powerful sorceress.
So let's go ahead and just chuck in the guard shack here, and then the growth building in both places. Guard shack won't come in time. Go over here and clobber the Bay of Blades, hopefully. And if not, I'm happy to hunt down Azazel. His starting army is pretty terrifying. We can do what we can.
reason.
We have at least Kevin the spicy fireball chucker. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab ourselves a second lord here. We will have him be tough for the extra armor is not a bad call. Marauder chieftains are not the most scary of lords. Yeah, let's go for Torvig the Terror. You defend our encampment.
Unparalleled.
We'll come together into the Bay of Blades, depending on what his Azazel goes for. Alright, so for our first technology, let's go ahead and unlock our monster hunts. And I guess some recruit rank for Norscan Warhounds. How glorious. Does anyone want to be our friend? We could... Oh, Wintertooth is at war with Aceling. If we join him... It'll be interesting to see if the Aceling tribe survives the first few turns. Normally they get bonked immediately and subsumed into Wintertooth. But now that they have a dual axe wielding crazy and a legendary hero to face, I don't know if they'll be able to hold the line. Who wants to trade, if anyone? Perhaps the Tribe of the Wolf? They are fighting the World Walkers, whom we're supposed to like quite a bit. I think that's one of her... We can show it off. One of her things. So the Mutants of the Sarl, we have that chance to re-trigger those monster hunts, those extra global resource buildings for our timber, extra timber resources, faction-wise, because we get 3 extra logs just in general, fair enough. And then more missile strength for broader hunters, and extra relationship with the World Walkers. So we will want to be trying to make friends with old Wolfric here when we do meet him. So anyone at war with Wolfric is going to get punched in the face by us. We also got these guys down here, the old red ships. The old mustard longboats. We'll just not worry about any kind of diplomacy off the start. We're Norsk after all. Good night, guys. I'm in Brazil and it's late over here. I appreciate you for stopping by. Good night there, Gabriel. And also, welcome on back, Nathan. Norscan Tech Tree, it's a joyous day to see you again. It needs a healthy bit of work. It's a fun one once you get into the late tiers. So worked on the early, a little bit of a rework and a little bit of touch-ups to the late. The Ungol Kindred got wiped out right away. I don't trust you at all, Azazel. I think it's time for you to go.
Feel my power.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to take you.
Who seeks
He
me?
should go back that direction, but he knows he needs this tower.
Sorceress of the dark.
We just go ahead and clear on him and let him come after us. I think then he'll go after the Sarl encampment. Yeah, I don't think we can take Azazel. He's a scary fella. And he has Chosen, and he has Slaneshi Cavalry. Forgets to name the Manticore. Fair enough.
Serious.
What were we gonna name him? We'll find it again. Navin. You want to name him Navin? We can do that. He has been named. We'll just call you guys the... Oh, wait, hang on now. They actually had a name. I saw that. Birna's Retinue. Birna's mutations allure subjugation of these river trolls to the Kalti Delta. Sniff out their kin amongst the salt marshes. So do they have something special going on? Oh, they have Guardian. So keeping the trolls with Birna. Interesting.
Enchantress.
And I want to fight. I want to fight Azazel so bad. Here's what we'll do. We'll actually need to spend a few turns being kind of...
Chosen of Hecate.
Haka, what are you doing? Go the other direction.
I will.
Oh, he's getting smacked. That's what's happening. So we're going to spend a turn building up
What
here
is
with
your
Birna.
dark
I see Castalton down here too. Let's get one more unit of normal marauders, one more unit of spearmen. I should have got Torvig in on our side, so I might actually kick him out. Well, but he's the only thing holding the line here against Kvatli.
To command me.
Alright, buddy.
Norska.
This is kind of a rough start. Or Norska. Hopefully we get one day. No, it's never going to happen. Hopefully we can ever get a bit of a map expansion up here, but I just don't think so. We'll skip on through there. Maybe a good idea to try to find some friends now. Let's kind of wait and see if the Aceling get taken out.
Praise the blood god.
Praise the
Take
blood
what's
god.
there.
Yeah, I guess for now we'll just kind of keep hovering around, build up some troops, and we'll take down Azazel here next turn, maybe. I just think if we can declare war on him, he's gonna go after Sarl and Canva instead of over here after Birna. So, turn. Rock handling business naturally. He certainly is. Haka's on the run. I kind of thought maybe with the corny boost he might be able to win, but doesn't seem like it. If we just let Azazel get weak enough, we could smack him on the back of the head with a bottle and take his defeat trade and move on. Capture and occupy these salt marshes, being Castle Alexandrinov. In the heart of the treacherous Kulti Delta lies the formidable Castle of Alexandrinov, a bastion that guards the marshes with an iron grip. Birna the Huntress has set her sights on this strategic fortress, knowing that its capture would grant her tribe dominion over the marshlands. To achieve this, she must navigate the perilous terrain, facing the dangers of the marshes and the defenders of the castle. If she succeeds, her tribe will gain unfettered access to the bountiful hunting grounds, securing their place as masters of the marshes. In a stroke of cunning, Birna managed to subjugate a river troll hag to her bidding, further solidifying her hold over the region. Sweet, so if we win, we get ourselves a giant river troll hag. So they want us to avoid Azazel and go down after Alexandrinov. I think that we can do. We can let... They don't like us much, but they're likely to dislike the rats even more.
Dark sorceress.
Azazel has moved a little bit past us now. Why are you guys both building up here on the sides of the Sarl encampment? Haka of the Aceling and Hurin the Wolf? Excuse me. This werekin looks like he's got some problems. Rail and Ulsdow. Oh, that's terrifying.
Cruel
Birna, I think that we're a little bit out of our element here. Let's see if we can take down the Bay of Blades before going after Castle Alexandrinov. Come on out, switch over into that raiding stance. As you can see, it fixes up our income almost immediately. Global is going to take too long. Boy. We need to secure this province, so let's go ahead and move on towards Azazel. Staying in raiding stance.
Supreme sorceress.
Go ahead and grab route marchers, we can chase them a little bit better. I'm going to continue to build up units with, instead of Birna, let's go for... What's Azazel's units looking like? They're attritioning, but a little bit slowly. He's got 12 guys. We have 13.
Setting
Go ahead and pursue. We'll let Torvi go ahead and recruit some guys here. So he can do... Off out of the Sarl encampment. Do some good old raiding. Gonna make the happiness real bad, but who cares? Wendolskins. Some marauders with you too. Clan Mulder would like to make some deals. See, I think we're gonna be competing over the marshes with Mulder. I do wish marshes were a terrain type. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so for now, I'm not gonna make any deals with anyone. We're gonna stay neutral.
Never yield.
Haka's hiding back here from Throg. He's gonna be just taking his settlements one at a time, likely. We'll see who wins that duel. Hey, Hunter, welcome on in. Good to see you. If you're gonna lose, make it to him. I realize I missed that one. Perfect. Turn 2, Norska's already looking like a total free-for-all. It definitely is. Because they all have different buffs that are going to change how strong they are depending on how many other Norscan tribes they've confederated, so I think they have it hard-coded to come throw hands with the Norskans. With Azazel's using raiding stance to avoid attrition. Smart.
It is, yes.
Alright, brother. Hang on now. You guys I trust zero. Oh, he is losing his territory to Throg. The Troll King continuing to do his thing. Alright, Torvik, can you come on down here and help? Oh, you can't.
Very well.
Ugh. So one more turn of raiding and recruiting? He might just come after...
higher power than
He might just come after Torvik.
Boyars bow to no one.
Your will.
We can fall back if he chooses to.
Fearless.
And I'm happy to sacrifice this guy.
Spreading terror.
Go on raiding. Grab us some more marauders. I guess we'll grab one with spears. That way they can be kind of an animal we don't care about. And also good for hunting down those light cavalry. Alright, deals are slipping away slowly. Not that I care. Zazel knows what we want to do. Oh, he just sacked the Bay of Blades and lost some troops. What a fool. Big old mistake. Alright, Birna, can you catch him? Oh man, you can't.
Northmen
He
come.
knew what he was doing.
Sorceress
So
of
Birna's
the
gonna have to be
Dark
the one that
Convent.
chases you in. Oh, we can't even reach him in March.
No rest.
Look at that. Sneaky Azazel.
Behold true power.
Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and just do some raiding then.
Pillage.
Dominate.
Follow him on in. Or V, you can keep recruiting more marauders, because we're gonna need all of them.
What is your dark purpose?
And we continue to pass turns. Monkey men need port. Then we're probably going to immediately bully this minor faction here. Alright, Brotherhood of the Bear is gone. Azazel, look, you've got... Wow.
Of course.
You got some hand and you actually recovered. For those who dwell in the shadow of chaos, monster hunting is a most savage pleasure. Which ones do we... Can we just challenge them immediately? That seems dangerous. Alright, some really cool ones though. Or do we actually... There are certain of the Norskin tribes that are able just to challenge them directly without having to worry about... I don't think Birna's one of them, but there could be some weird blending in with the different... I think she's able to just do them automatically.
Foul sorceries.
She would get destroyed, so hopefully not. Let's find out. So if we start off, let's go for... I guess we have to go for Frigate Strikes, don't we? Because all the other ones are quite a ways away. Which doesn't tell you to start, but... Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and start working down the Ancient Chaos Frost Dragon scale. It says challenge, so hopefully we're not... And if we're starting the fight up, we're in trouble. Okay, good. The raid the region Tower of Crack. The appearance of a giant winged monsters, the Chaos Frost Dragons, are thought to be a type of chaos mutated dragon that dwells in the underground passageways of the old world's coldest climes. Amongst the northern tribes, there are tales of one such monstrous specimen called a Frigastrex, sign of the Cold Void, which has terrorized the tundra for centuries. Witnesses say that when coming out of the hibernation, it emerges from the ground in a heartbeat to indiscriminately devour any unknowing passersby that get too close to its territory. He's a hungry boy, located somewhere in the frozen northern end of Troll Country. Are we sure it's not just some kind of icy version of ogre tribe, like the Yetis? Recently, the Tower of Crack and its surrounding areas north of Troll Country have been inexplicably blanketed by freakishly bad snowstorms. Word also reaches you that the entire tribes have disappeared from the region without a trace, reportedly perishing in the extreme weather. This is unusual. It is not like the hardy Northmen to succumb to the freezing elements so easily. This is a whole book. A more likely explanation is brought to you by a few survivors who managed to escape the storm. They stated it was not the icy weather that swallowed up their fellow tribesmen, but a hungry dragon. If there's even the slightest chance that the fabled Frigastrex is out of hibernation and on the prowl, then further investigation is warranted. This could end up being a bountiful hunt indeed. Which luckily this is right here, so we just turn around and raid this. But first, Azazel.
Take what's there.
Hello, you.
Supreme
How
sorceress.
would you like to give us your defeat trait? You would.
They call me exalting.
Honestly, we can leave you alive, but the problem is you have port.
Druki
So,
sorceress.
this Druki Sorceress / Norskin is going to deal with you.
I want them dead.
What does he have? No, we're going to steal my units. We'll just
Power
encircle up.
before my might.
I need those trolls. Rude.
What?
Come on up here.
Journeying.
We'll see if we can do some raiding. That way we get even more leadership and melee defense. Then we'll take Birna and attack Azazel again. This time he tries to steal my broader hunters. Well, I'm going to say
I
no.
will destroy them.
And this time he's going to steal the Sarl Huntress. Or the Sarl Hunters. Which I'm also going to say no to.
Lives to end.
How would he have so much money? Usually if you do this a few times, he is unable to... Alright, he's going to keep picking new units. There we go. The old dummy. He runs out of cash eventually. Not sure why that works, but if you just keep going in and out of the battle a few times, he will then, if you're having an issue with any Slaneshi factions, eventually they will not be able to produce those units. He's a pretty huge garrison now. Alright, let's do it. Let's do Razor Standard on... Who could use it the most? Honestly, it's kind of funny in these broader spearmen. Give that bonus versus large weapon strength a little bit of extra oomph. And there we have ourselves a pretty open battlefield. So Azazel's gonna have a run of things. We're definitely gonna need to pull up somewhere on the top because these are the demonettes are going to annihilate our broaders. That's not even gonna come close. Alright then. To the field. Save first. Well, saving first. Not gonna happen. You know me. And hey, Jingang. Is this the Monster Hunter Quest still bug for this? Maybe. We'll find out. I know it's kind of a half and half. It's one of those where I don't play Norska enough to actually know, so we'll take a look here together. Alright, so we'll start up the deployment. Yep, good old Azazel and his Chaosy Horde. So, what are his scariest units? These Slanesh Chosen are going to be a nightmare. I think the plan is we're going to have Birna catch. Was your mage also on a horse already? That was fast. The good news is now we can just catch him and deal with him pretty quickly. Being a Shadow Mage, he's not the most scary. You're definitely going to want to play defense, though. Alright, so Chaos Marauders up in the woods here.
Very well.
Perfect. Go ahead and have some spear guys ready to rush up on Azazel or any of the other big units. We just have to keep them ready to move to either side as they're needed. Hunter Javelins. Likely going to be the target for those incoming Furies. We need to be a little bit careful. They'll be really good at dealing with the Marauder Horsemen that are coming on in after us, though. Good thing with these Sarl Hunters. Let's put them in here.
That's what the masters bid.
Troll's kind of sitting up front. We don't want them getting surrounded by the demonettes at all. They will disappear. Birna and Spicy Kevin. Well, I'd love to move on over here. I think we're just outpaced by them. So 54 speed on the demonettes. Only 40 on Birna. 35 on Kevin. Yeah, we will get annihilated. Let's wait for our reinforcements and we'll move in as a big group. That'll begin. So single entities. Infantry. Missile boys. And the trolls. We'll have the trolls in group 1. They're going to sit back and wait for us to. Works for me. You come on back a little ways. shield boy is kind of back as well. There we go.
Supreme sorceress.
If we can get that manticore to chase, we have to be within... That's a little bit too dangerous. I don't like that at all. As I say it. Speed time up a bit. Get close enough. The manticore will rampage and come over here after Birna. Then we can just deal with it real quick. 3 minutes before reinforcements arrive. As long as we can keep the demonettes tied up in combat for a few seconds, they will start dying very quickly. Most of his other frontline groups are already quite wounded. He's got some marauders here, but we can focus our archers on them. After the demonettes are dealt with, of course. We'll see. In come the reinforcements. Two kind of layers of marauders. Spear squad on the outside. Or in the middle, that way they can spawn. Basil's magic shouldn't be super high tier yet. He does love the lash, which is gonna be pretty dangerous. Marauders just they die in droves. They don't like to take damage. He's gonna take the hill and wait for us to come to him. Fair enough. This isn't really a safe battle to have these guys doing their own thing. Let's let everyone get all together. We can kind of walk our way up the side here until we can shoot at them. Alright, units. Advance. We'll have you walk. That way you don't get tired. I am a benevolent general. Maybe. The Manticore. We can get its attention. We've got 60 of the normal horsemen. And only 38 of the horsemasters. 80 range means if they get anywhere near our lines, the hunters should tear them apart. I think some kind of missile replenish would be really nice for Norska, since they are the master hunters. It's a long time to walk over here. Hazel has plenty of time to figure out if he wants to do any kind of countering. I think he's getting into wait. We're gonna try to throw fireballs after just left and right at good old Azazel. See how good he is at dodging. Should be nothing new for him. He run kind of his last little bit here. They're just gonna rotate away from us. Fair enough. We will try to overstack one side with the stalkers and the hunters then. We definitely need to get more javelin men as soon as we can. Azazel hasn't begun to lash you yet, and that's just weird. Well, I don't think he can reach. Even he has limits. Maybe not so much in girth, but length, yes. Let's go. I mean, I'm happy to still try to hit you with an oblique angle here. He might charge across the field, but I think our marauders can maybe survive a little bit of demon poking. Just a little though. Let's actually keep them a little bit closer, that way they're the ones that get lashed. Anyone that needs to get hit by Azazel, I'll have you go off a fire will just for a moment. He is going to go after Torvi or probably Kevin with the aggressive quickness. We're in a pretty good position now. Might as well go all the way to the edge of the map if they're going to let us. Fast forward that. Or at least we'll want to have everyone walk. Here, now I'm going to put you back on fire at will. They're just going to rotate.
Advancing.
I mean, that works. I'm still going to take the best position. And they won't be able to flank on this side. I've learned patience a little bit more from playing Pharaoh.
That's what the masters did.
A little bit of weirdness with this terrain here. I don't like that at all. Could be my own graphic setting, but that seems a little bit strange. Alright, let's see if we can't irritate this Manticore. That irritated me. Let's wait a second. Nope. Trolls, you stay up front. I want Azazel to hit you if we can. I want you guys also getting it at kind of an angle. Not all the way up, but about here. That way our hunters have some space to throw those javelins through. Alright, we're in position. Birna, you start taking shots at this Manticore. Where are you at, Spicy Kevin? You're going to come up to this position here, stop anyone from getting through. Oh, there you are, perfect. We're throwing fireballs at Azazel. See how tough he really is. Oh, that... no way. Guess not. That mountain's going to stop him fully. She is throwing car doors at him, though. Ooh, that's some damage. Losing Curly. Hey, you don't say. That guy's actually weak enough to where if it comes over here after our Manticore will win. Spicy Kevin, how about you throw a fireball at a Manticore this time? See if you can hit him. Or if we're just gonna waste another. Maybe. Ooh, perfect hit. Nicely done. Dealing with that mage quickly. Alright, so he's rampaging now. Go ahead and fall back. Supreme Sorcery. Keep our Guardian Trolls kind of nearby, that way if she does get caught, it's no real problem. Yep, it's only the rampaging Manticore. Ooh, okay, more damage than I expected. I'm not going to use her ability either, I want to use that on Azazel. Ooh, how unlucky. I could jump in the air there before we get too much friendly fire damage, and you rampage yourself. Speaking of Azazel, here he comes. Good boy. He lashes the... Oh man, you double cast those spells like crazy. Stop you from moving. Have you all fire. Oh, Guinness Golden Hounds even. Good grief. Wait, where'd Guinness come from? Come on, get him. Trolls move on in. Try to duel Azazel from behind there. I thought he was a metal sorcerer. How does he have that one? Yeah, let's get ready. That's cheeky. Not a lot we can do about it either. Birna, nope. Let's not go towards. I don't mind sacrificing the units we have up front here. Alright, let's get him in there. You guys should keep shooting at Azazel if you can. That'd be just the swellest. Charging. Catch this group if you can. Javelin men, let's go ahead and come on over after. Well, let's find a flank smack and bring them in this way. Fireball towards these guys that are fleeing. I think we got them. Been surrounded, that is. You keep launching shots at this sorcerer. Actually, Manticore should catch him, no problem. Ooh, good cast. You go ahead and chase those marauders. It's not going to really catch them, but go ahead and chase them either way. These marauders come off to the side. Go ahead and charge through either way. Fireball.
On my way.
They're launching at these horse masters. Trolls running for the hills. Come on, guys. If you could hit Azazel, that'd be just the swellest.
Supreme Sorceress.
Shame on sorcerer.
Fireball here. Hit Azazel with a couple javelins and you got him. That's all you need. Trolls are back. Alright, Azazel's gone. Perfect.
Supreme
Go ahead and
sorcery.
give you the old stop moving real quick.
Summoning
Oh, they're getting
destruction.
javelins right in the face. Lost my stream page on YouTube, so that's why I was silent for a moment. Alright, we got him. There's the Chosen left. Trolls waddle on in and give him the troll toll. It's still a deadly fight there against Azazel. Run down as many of these clowns as possible. Oh, well, not catching them all, but I'm tired enough to almost say it. Come on, Beard, let's go ahead and chase them on down. Hold on, lads. Numbers won the day there. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at our normie marauders. These guys, how different do they look? They just wear those blue scarves. Got the blue scarves. I think they've got a few more tattoos. See if I can get this stream screen back here. You guys are gone on the other side here. There it is. Rid of that one. Perfect. Thanks for sticking with me. Man, I missed the start of the fight. That's alright, Lotus. We're gonna have more, don't you worry. They're all gonna escape from here as we went into battle. We got them. Kept the Demonettes from getting too many kills, but mostly going down to Azazel. I needed to see who had the metal spells. They had to get his golden hounds that came out of nowhere. That must have been an item they had. Otherwise, someone was in the deep code. Help my older sister with something. That does be the way. You don't need for being helpful though, even if it was not your idea. We got that Halsa Nosebreaker. The Norse Berserker. Gives you more casualties captured post battle. Actually, a good bit of those kills are spread out across the board there. Azazel is quite terrifying, so we probably scared these trolls off with a quickness. The more the ranks they get, the more they're going to stay in and keep fighting. We are simply going to go ahead and occupy the Beyblades. Get ourselves a port. Static legions. Oh, no war. That's real dramatic of you. Well, that's screaming. Because we've got a mammoth tamer, too. So once we do get mammoths, they'll be cheaper, recruit a higher rank, and our enemies will have less leadership, because mammoths are quite scary. Leadership for our army and more weapon strength for lords and heroes for Birna. High mountains are under our control. Glorious. Well, we are going to go ahead and have marauders to builders so we can hopefully get these settlements up and upgraded a couple turns or a couple times. We're going to go for Tower of Crack first. We're not. We're actually going to go for the Beyblades first, aren't we? We're going to get in some walls and we're going to go ahead and upgrade our port because we need the extra income from it. For Vig, the Terry boy. So next we need to go after Castle Alexandrinov, but and the thing is, that's gonna be a scary force. Stelton's gonna have lots of arrow lads. They don't do so well once the Marauders close the gap, but until then they're quite mean. Torvig, I'm gonna have you raid your way up towards the tower. We just have you sprint towards the tower and raid a little bit faster. Let's do that. We're actually making more gold from settlement now with that port.
What is your dark purpose?
We're going to go ahead and give you more marauders there, Birna. If anyone needs to kick them on out, we will soon, but we need the troops.
Northmen come.
Keep our rivals and our neighbors from declaring on us. So normal Norskins aren't champions, they can only dedicate to one. We'll go ahead and grab Dominating Presence and Route Marcher.
Feel my power.
Feel my power. Fireball and Burning Head for Kevin.
What do you seek?
Force Resilience. Replenishment plus 5%. All these are great down here on the blue line. Let's go for Norse Resilience first, and then probably more post-battle loot. Because we're about to take on off and go start punching Gestalten in the face. Makers of all it is. Alright, Chaos Surge gives us less recruitment costs for Norse controls and the Famir. Bloodfield Hunger is more attack for those trolls and Famir. I'm sorry, no, it's just the Skin Wolves and the Ymir. I think that's what these guys are. A couple of the factions have specialized units. These might be something else entirely. Ogrim's Scourge. Yeah, they are the Ymir. So just the ROR Ymir, you get the... Interesting. One with a beast gives you those level 2 monster hunts, which we're not going to worry about just yet. Let's go ahead and grab us some Corpulent Sails. Oh man, we need our weak guys to be a little bit stronger, don't we? So we're just going to go ahead and immediately grab that extra melee strength, or weapon strength. Come on into... Do you think it gives us more Javelin? Wow, this tree is short and sweet. It gets crazy later on, but that initial one is nice and simple. Cool. Well, for now, we'll just go ahead and buff up our units. We're definitely going to need the help. All of the almost enemies nearby. Like that we were raiding the Brotherhood of the Bear. They also do. So maybe only Wintertooth's going to be our problem here. Look at the Scaling Tribe. We could also bonk in the head real quick just for some extra gold. So before we go after Alexandrinov, let's go after the Scaling Tribe to build up some strength.
Who seeks me? Supreme.
Not I.
Bring death.
Either way, though, Torvi can move on over and grab our next step in the monster hunt. Azazel's always look weird to me. Azazel is an interesting model, but I think he looks pretty cool. I think he's pretty on par for what his tabletop model looks like. He looks, I think, probably a little bit better than there. Also, the Neshi characters are going to be probably a little bit unnerving. It was cat related. Oh, well, that doesn't sound... That sounds either suspicious or like not a lot of fun. Come on down. We could make more ground through going across the sea. I do think we want to build up more troops. So Torvig, you come on. How close are you to the Tower of Krok? I think it's quite a bit. It's quite a ways over here, so you stay in march.
Mother of the Dark.
However, I am going to go ahead and disband 2 of your marauders because I plan on recruiting up 2 more over here with Birna.
All-powerful sorceress. Raid and pillage. Marauding.
Go into raiding. Oh, so normal raiding. Grant you 30% upkeep production as opposed to 20%, but that seems like a lot more, doesn't it?
Raid and pillage.
Either way, we'll move up to here. And get ourselves 1 more Marauder and 1 more Marauder Spear. And keep on moving.
Slaughter the sheep.
He's got a full stack. I don't think it's going to be anything I'm
Desire?
too necessarily worried about, though. We've got Kevin and we've got good old Birna. Bring on your worst, Feldman. I would like to take his settlements by force one at a time, but if we take down their leader, we are able to just go ahead and confederate them that way, I believe. So if that happens, we won't be too upset. It means we can turn around and go after Castalton that much faster. Marauders have always soaked up a lot of arrows before going down. I think that's definitely the case. Although they have almost nothing for armor, so if they get shot around those shields at all, they go down pretty quickly. He's disappeared. Likely running from Nordland. Funnily enough, what if we go ahead and say, hey, Nordland,
And then get from my presence.
I will go ahead and make deals. He's trading with Bjornling. So one of the Norse tribes, and one of them I do want to really want to try out, actually starts with allied with Nordland and is actually there to beat the brakes off of Chaos instead of falling to it. It's not the ones that are in charge of Albion, but still a pretty fun campaign. You have kind of entirely different, where they're Bjornling marauders and things instead of, I think they're called Huskarls, I think, instead of marauders. But we'll get around to showing off a lot of these tribes of the north in streams. No worries. Yes, we'll go ahead and just start up a fight with them. We'll join your war with the Scaling. He's very confused with being so friendly with the Norskins. And I am going to continue to raid
Chosen of Hecate.
on down in his territory.
Searching.
Can't quite reach the Longship Graveyard, but here's something we might want to do instead. We are doing some lovely raiding, but we could drop into an ambush.
Cloaked and hooded.
Be nice and sneaky. So here we're going to upgrade the Tower of Crack and have Torvig do some raiding.
Okay.
They're in.
Journeying.
Perfect. We can just drop into normal raiding stance. That way they're getting even more
Proud.
upkeep reduction, and we should. That's fine, yeah. Let's see if we can lure the Scaling on in. I don't think these guys have anything special going on. We'll find out real quick if they have any legendary heroes. Well, yeah, the plan is an ongoing tribe series. It is. Well, the plan is we're going to be trying to at least show off a couple of them, kind of like we're doing here with Birna. I don't have the most time tonight, but with the next tribes, we'll probably show off maybe even the Bear Boys. But we'll show off the next one probably for a good 4 to 4.5 hours. We'll just kind of do that with a couple of these tribes of the north. We'll sprinkle in some other stuff too, so it's not just Norska all the time, because that does get a bit bland. Even with the cool skins. Oh, you poor fool. Fell right into our ambush. Well, I'm gonna still go ahead and quick save so we don't lose anything with any kind of crashes. Let's go chase down the Scaling tribe. He does have berserkers, which are terrifying, all things considered. Let's get them. I'm sure that berserkers won't enjoy having a scorching skull racing down their spine, and that of their friends, and friends 100 meters from them. We'll see how much. Oh, we have plenty. We have plenty of magic. A lot of Marauder Horsemen, though, so we will want our archers to be focused on them to start. Archers and javelins both. Let's see how they are lined on up. This is perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and do those Skarls here. Other huntsmen in Z's general position. I'm gonna go ahead and have Marauder Spearmen posted up in the woods, waiting for anyone to try to come on through. Marauders behind them. Elite Marauders really only need like one to stop them from getting over if they try to come back this way. We have other Marauders hiding in the woods. Let's flank out around nicely when they do try. So we can hide these guys in the woods here. And the 2 axemen behind them too. I like that quite a bit. And then these javelins can be in the back of the group. Troll's ready to stop them from leaving. You're not also ready to stop them from leaving. Manticore. Probably hovering around for a moment because there's lots of javelins nearby. Alright, let it begin. Get our single entities here. All of our mini-Mary javelins. Or mini-Mary marauders. Troll retinue with Birna. Right, let it begin. Javelins start chucking. Everyone deleted every unit. Burning Head is not going to be super useful yet, so let's go ahead and just wait with it. Gonna try to bully Birna. That's alright, we just want the Marauders to stay up front. Any of the javelins they throw, most of them should hit the shields. We'll lose a few guys, but that's alright. Let's take the hill there. Yeah, first group been annihilated. Trolls, come on back. Same thing here with you. Manticore, those javelins are going to hurt. And have a much higher chance of hitting you. You just flapping around, keeping them busy. Spears come up to here. Let our... Oh, just wanted the... Oh, I grabbed the wrong guys. Spears to here. Marauders, you guys are going to come up behind. Throw all the spears you wanted, and Birna, she does not care. Comes the first burning head. Straight down their line. Go ahead and bring... Well, they're all going around. Okay, you guys need to come on down quickly. Spears charge this group. We're going to bring you two... Oh, look at that. Now, that was beautiful. Birna, you guys go ahead and you kind of fall back a bit there. That's a lot of very angry axemen. Javelins fall back. We're gonna go ahead and have you guys charge in. Trolls, if you do want to charge them down, that'd be just perfect. Break these groups. Pretty well scorched the entire line. And Marauders, you come on in there. We don't need those javelin boys to get any closer. You're just getting smacked a bit. We're gonna have trolls come back. The terror bomb is doing its thing. Alright, now the next burning head, we're gonna go ahead and send it this way. Go after those. Well, you guys hit this group up front. Marauders charge here. The javelin's doing pretty good work on those undefeated backs there. And come on back. He's going nowhere. We did a little bit probably too soon. Marauders, come on back. You guys go ahead and focus him down. Burning had annihilated this group. Let the normal swordsman go around. Rah. Really, how many times do we have to keep teaching you this lesson? Trolls flee on away. Rookie sorceress. Got a good old fight. Now that's that. Their lord running away should pretty much clinch victory here for us. We will let the Marauders turn and chase. You guys are doing pretty good surround. One more burning head should get rid of this entire group here. Looks like be able to watch it too. Get a proper angle that way we don't take out our own guys. Fall back, please. And cook scaling. The ogres would be proud. Alright, that's glorious. We should be able to run down quite a few of these poor guys here. Send them on in. Kill the Southerners. The Lord hunted down. Perfect. Alright, trolls. Get in there and have someone pay the toll. You two just go find a target. Do business. Next order of thing to do is we need to deal with, we need to get a few more speedy guys. So besides these trolls here, we need something a little bit faster. Norscan Warhounds are a little bit weak, but we don't have a lot of good choices. Even having you keep up the way your magic keep reaping us plenty of kills. A few of these guys are gonna escape. Trolls. There we go, we'll take it. Burning Head was nasty. All three of them were pretty glorious. Kevin only got 71 kills for all his hard work, though. Looks like most of that was just health damage, and our Marauder's axes did the rest. 104 kills on these guys. That's impressive. Having the Manticore feed well today. 37 kills for him. Javelins did really good work against those berserkers. Turns out running straight at a guy with no shirt while he has a pointy stick and a whole bunch of friends with pointy sticks is a bad call. Alright. He has a very cool color scheme, but it just doesn't do enough. We can actually enslave his group, which is pretty dang cool. We'll safely take the replenishment. We're raiding friendly territory, so do we not defeat their faction leader? Oh, there he goes. Belman Ingerson has been annihilated. What we are going to do is we could... one of their prized possessions. So we can either form a confederation, give us some shared spoils, so for 5 turns we'll have... wow, 15% more upkeep. We can likely deal with that. Token of submission, the defeated legendary lord offers one of their prized possessions. We could always hunt him down again, right? Let's go ahead and release him, because I'm curious to see what he gives us. He gives us a token. Okay. Well, one of his prized possessions was garbage. Fair enough. Oh, this is her weapon. Never mind. I was gonna say, hang on. Now we got something good. No, he gave us garbage. In the ancient days when their seas roared with mythical beasts, a legendary blacksmith forged the Catetian cleaver. Catetian cleaver? I think so. The flat blade that mirrored the majesty of the Leviathans, the sword's hilt cradled a whale's tooth, harnessing the power of the ocean's might. Tales sang of the hero who wielded the cleaver, carving through the tempest with the strength of the deep, leaving behind a legacy etched in the salt-soaked winds. 20 melee attack, 15 more armor piercing, and then the Whalesong's Bane. 40% more armor piercing, and 20 more bonus infantry. Alrighty then. Composite armor are not the only apparatus of war, so too are the tools used to forge them. So is this what we got from him? Was the Beast Collar Fang? Summon Grizzleclaw? Who is Grizzleclaw? Forged in the depths of the ancient primordial forests, the Beast Collar Fang is a relic of the old ways, harnessing the primal connection between man and beast. Confused with the essence of the wild, it resonates with the untamed spirits of the northern wilderness, drawing them to the bearer's side. Legend speaks of the ancient rituals performed under the light of the full moon to imbue the pendant with its power, binding the wearer to the spirits of the forest and granting them dominion over the creatures of the wild. It is the Doot Doot Fang of Grizzleclaw. Was that his prized possession we took from him? I hope so. I truthfully do. Well, I think that was worth it. Go ahead and take the Longship Graveyard, wait for their faction leader to come on back, and then claw. Whoa. Okay, well, we need to wait. Birna.
Chosen of Hecate.
How about you pretend like you're not there again?
Cloaked and hooded.
Oh, we can't right here to the
Traveling.
swamplands. That seems highly unlikely for someone who's so good in the marshes.
Hecate, guide me. Dark power.
Alright, then we're gonna go ahead and grab a little bit more post-battle loot, I guess. Well, take it back. Let's make sure our marauders aren't getting wiped out. So, Fearsome Warriors, 4 more melee attack. And then 6 more melee attack. little bit more weapons rank too. Just make sure our
My
Marauders have a little bit
powers
of
are
a
yours.
biting edge on the enemies. We can go ahead and grab Kindle Flame, and then the upgrade to the Burning Head. That way we can cast it for, you know what, we need Kindle Flame, and then we'll go ahead and grab... I actually think the Flaming Sword of Rune would be really good here. Ace missile damage was 25% for those already pretty dangerous archers. What do you all think? Upgrade to Burning Head, or do we grab the Flaming Sword for a little bit more toolbox murder kit? In the meantime, we'll go ahead and give you the Beast Collar Fangs. You can summon the Grizzle Claw. No one will be ready for it. I think we'll go ahead and grab the Flaming Sword, just so that we have something a little bit different. I normally just use Burning Head all the time. It is
Feel my power.
super useful. I also have Birna hanging out here. Your power is in your sneakiness.
No!
In fact, they can take the Bay of Blades. We'll go ahead and pop in the guard check and the increased longevity builder there.
Marauders all!
Looks like a stalemate has been formed between Throg and Aisling. Hopefully, well, I guess we'll see, won't we? Next step with our quest there. Is that it? Did we get the bug? Yes, we did. Looks like we did indeed. British Rex is over just like that. Maybe it'll pop up next turn. No, it looks like the monster hunts are still a little bit broken. This also could be something to do with the mod itself. Just say it's in progress, so maybe the next step will kick up next turn. I think I'm missing it somewhere. Just give us the gold and left. That's alright. Alright, Torvig, we'll have you.
Norska, the tribe consents.
Probably just pop into the tower and defend it. Getting over to the Bay of Blades gives us a little bit more in terms of our movement, but oh, he also has himself a gigantic force.
Bring death.
More Marauders it is. And turn. Come on, Borkle. All for the exact same ambush. You know you want to. Oh, he didn't fall for it, but he did still come to face us. So this time, still a lot of berserkers, so we want to be very careful. See if we can't find a nice choke point to drag them on, kind of like this. That's perfect. They only have the one unit of hunters, and berserkers are 37 speed as opposed to 35 is a bit slow. See what we can do. Onward to the field. While this loads, I'm going to go ahead and jump up and grab myself a little bit more water. I'll be right back. Alright, and we return. Go ahead and get this battle going. We'll start the deployment, and we will... I love this ice is normally a little bit less dark. That looks great. Alright, so we're going to come on over. Stalkers of the Delta. We do want them to know where they're at. I don't want them to try to run through the woods on this side. We will, however, have our javelin men kind of sneak around. The other hunters kind of post up right here, somewhere in the woods nearby. We will go... We unit of marauders up front. I'd prefer the spears take the initial charge. They'll kind of swarm around them. We can send our own marauders up in there too. These spearmen will take the initial charge. Marauders kind of like that. We'll have the trolls in the center this, well, not in the center, on the flank this time. Fire Mage, Birna, and our terror-causing Manticore. Alright, perfect. This time we'll have Stalkers move up with. Or are they going to come towards us immediately? That works for me. Javelins this way. Stalkers come on up and around as well. Birna, if you want to advance, start launching rocks or giant ballista shots towards their lord. Well, we got Grizzle Claw. Hang on now, we've got to pause. It's a bear, bro. So what do you have going on? He's a massive fur-covered brute with scars of past battles and eyes that gleam with untamed fury. He's just a bear. Alright then. A bear with Frenzy and Strider. Sounds good to me. We didn't have him before, and now we have a bear. Great, we get him every single battle too. We can just kind of use him without worrying about losses. I think that's perfect. Alright, so let's bring the axemen up this way. I'm gonna have one of the swordsmen go, or the other axe and shield guys go through too. Because I don't trust it. Here to go ahead and fall back. Looks like most of those shots were being pretty ineffective anyway. Bear bro, you come to the side. Don't really want you getting hit. I like trying to get them early. Let's see if we get a good one here. We'll clip through these guys pretty good. Normally you want to wait until they're stopped, but if we can get them early, you get a good snipe. That's some pretty good damage there. You fall back. Get ready to do our javelins and learn the true meaning of war pretty immediately. You guys can fire arrows on these berserkers. You too. You're gonna go ahead and fall back just a bit. Let them try to chase you. Make everyone here. Now we're not getting it good. Everyone's a little bit too far away. Trolls, you fall back. Let the spears take the frontal. Head up and over the top. You guys go, or the big bear bro, you go round. Birna is getting attacked to pull you through. There we go. Heat your souls. We'll see if they actually managed to make it in. Javelins there. They sent those guys through, did they? Give them the double chop. Fight enemy and smack them. We'll go burning head this direction. Air bro, you get on in there. We'll go ahead and have Birna circle round too. That burning head. Oh wait, swivel off to the side. Unfortunate. So they're bringing in the unit of Broader Horseman now, a bold strategy. This hunter should hold the line there pretty well.
Prepare to head.
Fire Shaman gets get on up. Don't have any more magic for you.
Positioning.
So since they're not, they were terrified for a moment, but not all the way.
Enchantress.
Let's get you your abilities. Go ahead and weaken old Dum Dum there.
Do my
Trolls, you go ahead and
bidding.
fall back for a moment.
Death.
Need to wait till you have enough for. Oh, they went all the way around. Really? How bizarre. Oh, you guys just started to start firing. Javelins start throwing yours towards those berserkers. Trolls back on in. Spear Marauders can actually hold the line for a pretty decent amount of time. Cool if you can get them to kind of a spear wall formation. Axeman, you got too many of you chasing this group. You chase them. Axeman, you go after these spears. Mage, you get one more burning head. That should get rid of this whole big group here. Might a little bit of damage on friendlies. There we go. Alright, you're just taking a lot of damage. Go ahead and have her fall back.
Advancing.
Time for sorcery.
There it is. Glorious. It's a secondary group dealt with. Our spearmen are really, really hurting, but I think that's just fine. So you two that are weak, we'll go ahead and fall back out of the line. We can round up as many of these goons as possible. Birna to get chasing. We'll have our big bear bro go after someone too. The hunters were a little bit weird with their aiming at that time. I think it's because I was giving them targeting instructions and they were not on fire at will. Or not on guard mode, that is. Started fire here. Let's get a little bit further up if you can. May not be able to though. Give them a charge. More charge bonus. I don't think it works on anything but the blade though. Alright, we'll end the battle there. Most of the time, just a bear is all you really need. That's true, especially a really big, really angry bear. Props to whoever drew his unit card. I'll have to go back and actually look at it. I won't lie, I missed it. That's the one thing I missed. The Norscans also choose bear. They have a whole faction that is about taking bears from Kislev and corrupting them to chaos. You have kind of your own chaos-tainted version of the feral bears, which I think are awesome. You've kind of got a gray one with red eyes, and they all kind of have your chaosy iron or brass collars, either way. They look cool. And yeah, their lord themselves actually can transform into a big bear man. He might be the next one we try. Instead of transforming into a dragon. Corn bear would be a menace. It would indeed. The Skeggy have a pretty fun campaign too, where they're actually corrupting lizardmen. So with the different mono-god factions, or they're not towers. I'm trying to figure out what they actually build. I think they build up shrines. Whatever the Northkins do build up different mono-gods, you can do with Skeggy, and the different tiers are going to give them different versions of corrupted lizardmen. So with all of the tiers, you get a version of Bastillodon. So each of the different gods has their own Bastillodon, and Korn's kind of chosen dino is the Carnosaur. Troglodons for Slanesh, Stegodons for Nurgle, and then the Coatl for Tzeentch. The Ravensweird, a spectral harbinger of strife and salvation, is said to roam these frigid lands in moments of dire need. Legends tell of its silent fury, his berserker might unleashed upon our foes. As our chieftain faces the brink of defeat, know this: the Ravensweird omen looms. Should our leader falter in battle, watch the signs of his arrival. For in our darkest hour, the Ravensweird might answer the call yet, wielding his legendary strength to turn the tide of war. Stay vigilant, for his coming is both a blessing and a warning. Wait, what's going on here? Praise be the gods. Oh, the Aceling are gone. Felled by the might of Throg. You need to sign a non-aggression pact with anyone. Oh, listen, Throg. How about you give me non-aggression pact? Half of my gold. I mean, I'm honestly willing to go for that if it keeps us out of campaign defeat. I'm not gonna worry about it yet, though. For now, Longshipman's gonna go hide. I'm just gonna go ahead and take his graveyard. Yeah, this belongs to me now. Let's go ahead and surround them, and we're definitely gonna fight it ourselves to lose less guys. Eye of the Gods for more weapon strength, and Voice of the Gods for leadership aura. Alright, how about that final point into Fearsome Warriors? 8 more attack and 12% more weapon strength. Our Marauders are hitting extra hard.
I will destroy them.
Good to hear. And then we will here, then snag. And probably the extra point into Burning Head. We'll get this thing unmaxed out. Such a good spell.
Scream.
It is going to be outright winning us battles against friendly Dorskins. I think I've seen a mod or two adding Chaos Lizardmen. That'd be pretty cool. As long as they find a decent way of working them in. Because if it's just Chaos Lizardmen for the sake of it, I don't know if I'd like it all that much. Right, had to jump up and close the door. We'll go ahead and start our deployment. And the best thing for us to do is get our trolls up front, try to draw the enemy into the trolls. Let our archers deal with the enemy Marauder Hunters, and our Sarl Hunters go after their skirmisher guys, so we'll have you good dudes up front. Trolls leading the charge. We'll have ourselves a nice long line of Marauders. Keeping our weakened boys out of it. That's all the spears here. Keep them back. Putting the great axes on the edges, but putting them slightly back, that way the enemy doesn't hit them first. You guys here, we'll have them up front. Plan was to kind of move them through the trees. We'll see if we can actually do that. So we'll try to sneak these guys through on their own kind of mission there. Javelin lads of our own up front here. Something like this. Looks good to me. We have our mage on a horse now. Yeah. You all in a group. You as well. We'll go ahead and put the hunters only in guard mode. Good to me. Let's get it going. We're just gonna bring you in and have you clobber that group. Arrows away on this side here, and we'll have you two threaten these horsemen first. You're gonna keep moving on up. Trolls and our... You guys shouldn't be the same group. You guys get over here on your own. What, we forgot about Grizzleclaw? Oh, he does have a really cool looking unit card. That's awesome. He's the proper happy grizzly bear. Start taking shots there. Our Manticore is... Oh, he's getting angry. We don't like to see that. In fact, Group 2, get him. Move on in now, the boys. Spearman in the woods. Pull back. Sneaky, sneaky. I'm here for you, though. Let's go. The overcast burning head. That's pretty brutal. mean, there goes their captain. Oh, nice dodge. Straight into it with these guys, though. Then Grizzle Claw in. There. Oh, he didn't actually make his way through. I figured he could actually smash through the group. Oh, is the Burning Egg going to take out our own guys? Just barely. You get this group, start chucking those javelins there. Make sure they don't come back. I think that's that. Grizzle Claw push through the line. The Snarls come on back. Made, we can make sure our guys are fighting like other champions. We're trying to give them the old chop. Battering fools aside. Ooh, the first one was a whiff, the second one took that guy in half. And I think that's a victory. Looks good to me. A port for our collection. I've also been thinking about a Elizabeth faction that's a horde and focuses on Savage Saurus. Kind of like the Savage Orcs. I do actually believe we do have that. Well, I mean, we don't have one in-game proper, but Tepok's spawn are supposed to be kind of that version where they don't have any slan there at all, so they've kind of all devolved back into Feral Saurus. Kind of a cool concept. Alright. Rangers did it pretty dang good. We can give that over to our Birna's retinue, our river trolls. That way they have stride. I think they might have already had. We'll see in a moment. Anyone getting stride who didn't have it already? Excellent stuff. So sacking a settlement would be really worth it, wouldn't it? 2,000 gold is so nice. We don't really need it though. Let's go and occupy. We need the port income.
Supreme sorceress of Grond.
We took it out of tier 1, didn't we? That I wasn't expecting.
You know nothing.
I know nothing.
All-powerful sorceress.
Alright, well, more troops. When do we start unlocking our ROR? We need to confederate the Bjornling tribe or have Ulfric Grondel in your faction. How cool. So you have actually different versions of ROR. The Erstjordlings are the ones I was thinking of. These guys are the ones over that have the Chaos Bears, and their faction leader actually transforms into a kind of a werebear himself. The Skeggy group, so they've got their Cold One Riders, and we've got lots of North tribes to check out now. In the meantime, more Marauders. Oh, meat, oh, the grinder. Bring the Sarl encampment as well. I don't really see a reason not to. It'll be sad if it goes down, but I think
What? You know these
you getting
tribes
pushed back by
hunger for
Bjornling
raiding
is a good
and
thing.
soaking.
The inner politics of the tribes of Norska here. I don't really mind trading with Rot, because if he holds the line for a moment, how much gold do you be making us?
Good organs. Nice pot
A
pots.
small amount.
Maybe I put in war
Even
beast.
weapon teams would be amazing. Well, you know what? We'll go ahead and make deals with Rot for now. Alright, then I do what I must to need to stay alive. Me too. Not gonna sign a non-aggression pact with you just yet, though, because if you take too many marsh settlements that have wood, I'm gonna have to drop kick you in the throat.
Despoil, ravage.
Alright, Torby, we really can't afford more guys with you, so we're gonna have you pop on out of the Tower of Crack, perhaps,
The hound compels.
and do some raiding.
Yes.
Yep, do some raiding. You're on the other side.
By the serpent.
Perfect.
Spellcaster.
So Birna here will give you Beast Slayers for your hunters, I think is a really good idea. Gonna
Peerless.
max out her marauders to start. They're not letting us down at all. Right, that's the turn. Kinda surprised Malachi hasn't taken out his first enemy yet. That's like a quick 3-turn win there against his Nurgle opponent.
You cannot keep.
He wants a non-aggression pact. No, you're gonna deal with your enemies on your own for now. I need them to go ahead and get their generals soon. That way I can just take them out with a quick 1-2. Alright, nope. Instead, they fall back.
Feel my power.
That's kind of fine. Not really any more we can do in terms of recruiting here anyway, so level ups are going to be the best course of action. That's all the Longship Graveyard? Really?
Success awaits.
Come up to about here.
Cloaked and hooded.
Sneaky time. Oh wow, that's a really small province here, the Altar of the Crimson Harvest. Oh, Ice Bay has themselves a half-scales yard. Nestled at the base of the towering cliffs stands as a testament to Bjornling craftsmanship and maritime prowess. Here, the shipwright Half-Scale oversees the construction of legendary longships, each vessel infused with the blessings of the ruinous powers. Oh, they're Chaos longships? With the relentless sound of sawing and hammering echoing against the cliffs. The bustling shipyard serves as a beating heart of Bjornling naval might, where the elite Huskarls gather to plan conquests and legendary expeditions. This will actually allow us to recruit up Bjornling Huskarls. Quite cool.
Not a chance.
Alright, Bjornling, we're gonna get your elite before you do. Maybe. The Tower of Crack, we'll absolutely go ahead and grab the trophies of battle here. And then also... No, we're not going to get no Ice Wolf Chariots. Those things are terrible. All of the Norscan Chariots are just... they make you sad. These Skin Wolves are going to be really useful. Where do I actually recruit my hunters from? Sarl Hunters appear to be a special unit. So what do you all think? We probably need these Norscan Warhounds then, probably. That we can get up to our Werekin. Very good hero for us. Probably what we do. Now they just make me laugh and choke on food about the chariots. Mulder's look like he's being cornered. He tends to survive no matter what. We'll see if Mulder goes down, but I've never seen him get taken out by any of the Kiss the Light factions. He holds the line forever.
What is your dark purpose?
Dark purpose.
Norska.
I don't like that we're posting up armies on our border here, Throg. I don't want to give you all my gold either. He should go find another enemy soon, but if he chooses to start bonking our settlements, there's not much we can do about it. I kind of need to give him... Oh, no, we're not going to. We're going to take that gambit, because if I give him all my gold, then we're really out of luck. So, Torvig, you just sit up and keep raiding friendly territory. Let's see if we get lucky. We did once. He does seem like he's running for the hills, though.
Precious little time
Oh, yeah,
before I kill
he's
you.
running for the hills. His war with Nordland's got him spooked. He will pay 3,000 for peace. No. We're gonna get drop kicked immediately. A berserker's headband. Heck yes, probably contains the sweat of a complete card-carrying nut job. Imagine what you'd become if just a drop got inside your butt. Gross. They have?
Of the Dark Convent.
They have insanity cards here in the north? I don't mind raiding until your boss comes back.
Madness! No!
That's going to be a little bit tough to crack.
No!
But I think if we go ahead and surround him, he's not going to be able to...
What do you seek?
You know what? We're going to go ahead and take him down. If we can.
True
We don't
power
need them to build up
unleashed.
Alter the Crimson Harvest further.
Unparalleled.
Mine. Oh, look, a close victory. No, we're going to go ahead and fight it. You guys have Strider. You do not. Well, guess what, trolls? Now you care zero about the environment. How glorious. I don't think they cared much about the environment anyway. Let's say you, Alter. What's the map look like? Ah. Chaos lives here. Understood. Wanting to remind me that we will win this battle just with the Lore of Fire. I already know, don't you worry. We just have to send our own spearmen up to be the chaff. We'll probably move the armor-piercing banner off of them soon. What's funny is an extra aggressive takedown on large targets, but... Slaanesh, what's happening outside here? What'd you guys spill? This looks horrible. Here is the... We want to attack from whichever has the most capture points, kind of the closest to it, which looks to be right here. We'll go ahead and set up with our spears up front. But we obviously don't have Vanguard deployment. Spears up front, and I actually want everyone on one side. That way the enemy puts all their guys in the same place. That way we can just obliterate them with burning heads. Of course, we have so many Marauders, it'd be foolish not to spread them out a little bit. We'll say 3 over here. 1 great axe. All of our missile guys will be on this side. So hunters, our Sarl hunters as well. That way I have an easier time microwing all of our missile boys. Probably use the retinue plus Birna to just annihilate one of the sides by ourselves. Well, we can probably use that, where we'll send them in first. Birna has her trolls. And our fire mage, and they should just be able to annihilate. Alright, single entities, and Birna's bodyguard. Let's grab all of the infantry guys here, and as group 2 as well. Those get the ranged troops on their own. That will do. Organization. How glorious. Oh really, Marauder Spearmen. Here's the thing, they don't have shields at all. Let's move up and deal with them in one kind of fell swoop. Rolls Birna. Everyone else. Go ahead and advance. Ooh, Grizzleclaw, you two. Go ahead and advance on this side as well. That way we can see everything going on over there. Even though this isn't quite the same as Pharaoh, where you have to actually be right up next to the settlement to see the enemy, which I am not upset about. It's a fun aspect of Pharaoh, but still one you have to keep in mind. And in this game, with all of the spellcasters, you just wouldn't be able to do that. It would make people so angry. Well, these hunters, I think they want to know the true meaning of war. Our fire mage up here as well. We could probably start dropping in some on overcasted burning heads. Get the right angles. Hunters advance. Looks like they're going to kind of let us draw it in. Which is smart. See if they can't do the same back to them. Yes, come on over here and fight Navin. He's all by himself, all alone and weak. Alright. I'm betting if we throw it this way, and the burning head doesn't betray us, we can hit both of these spears. Let's find out. Can bounce off. Oh wait, they got caught on the horseman. Oh, but it smells the blood. Rips through these marauders just a little bit, bounces off a wall. There we go. Not as good as I could have probably got, but hold the axe to move through. Got shot to pieces too. What a big old mistake. Yeah, the Burners' infantry just annihilated them. Bring it down, they say. Who's next? You guys stop firing for a moment. Grizzleclaw. Let's start snacking on some of these guys over here. We can just draw the guys in. Get a nice shooting gallery. And one where I can just keep throwing burning heads back too. Yoink. To me. Yeah, I cooked through two of them. Just barely clipped these Marauder Berserkers though, which is a bit unfortunate. Well, you do want to come fight. Birna, get them. If we will run out of ammo eventually. I'll let them maneuver most of their guys over the other side, and then I'll move these guys on in. Trolls are getting shot at now. By whom? Oh, by towers. That makes sense. Grizzleclaw, go snack on those hunters for me. Go ahead and send the trolls in here. Let's go ahead and have the spears follow them in behind. But not on both sides. These guys come over here. They'll bring two axemen in. So axes on this side and axes on the other. We'll let the javelins kind of follow them all up too. Alright, Claw, go ahead and fall back just a bit. This is doing a good job of drawing them all in though. Where's my mage at? Forward, good sir. Javelins start annihilating these spears. We'll have the other two archers push forward and start firing on whoever they can here. Fire mage, you know what to do. You know what to do. Lots of marauders need cooking. Take away that one, lads. Oh, I got a little bit lucky there. They got super lucky with that one. Throw those over the top. Our bear's starting to hurt a little bit, so our trolls will go ahead and just have them fall back and let the marauders move in, take their place. Have another marauder group come on in as well. And then the Flappy boy, look for any weakness on the side. From Durskin. We have 14 of them, so if we can get the trolls kind of away or hitting another unit, they can regenerate and we shouldn't lose too many of them. Marauders forward. You guys should all be able to come on in as well. No problem. Yep, trolls come on through. Birna forward as well. Slay every mortal. Let's see, we might be able to get a better burning head. Back through this direction. Getting all these other units we're trying to reinforce. those hunters before they actually start firing.
On my way. For chaos!
There we go.
Chaos Marauders!
Javelins forward. You guys also kind of just deal with those. We don't really need them firing stuff at us if we can help it.
Supreme sorceress,
Beautiful burning head.
beyond compare.
Griffin, go ahead and catch this group while our trolls kind of smash on through. Other marauders back here, just move in this way. Now they don't know what to do. Main force is held up while our other guys come on in. Frolicking on through, we'll let you charge in to this big group.
Kill the Southerners!
Bristleclaw is taking a little bit of damage here, but he has done some pretty serious work. Alright, trolls are a little bit overextended.
Fight! Chaos Marauders!
We're gonna get you guys to come over and help. We definitely need it because our trolls are gonna start dropping. Oh, just kidding. They managed to pull back. That is perfect. Come over here. Let's let Birna deal with it.
Come to me.
Mage, fall back just for a second. Let's see if we can get some of these other guys coming around. Okay, there's reinforcements here now. We're good.
Drag us to the swords!
Excellent. That one's rampaging. We get it for one more burning head. I don't mind sacrificing a few of our spearmen here. Let's see if we can not go through this direction, bounce it back that way. That might not work out at all.
Time for sorcery.
You guys start chopping here. We'll have some of these guys go round. I mean, it seemed to work out. It's coming on back for him too.
Huntress,
Oh, perfect. Evan is the best mage we've ever had.
Give us carnage!
He's maybe the third or fourth version of Kevin, but this is the best version we've had. Most accurate, at least. Through his many lives, he has learned much. Really, we haven't seen a single instance of Birna fighting. Let's go ahead and have some. She spins her way through their lives. He's got some pretty good combat animations. Not just looking, but those that do a lot of damage too. We got shadow trolls. Newest variant. Oh, he's kind of surrounded here by himself. Let's bring this. Well, I thought I had some axemen going around. They got kind of bogged up, didn't they? Get those javelins before they throw some stuff at you. You're really not gonna like it if they do. Bonus versus infantry, lads. You go after.
claiming their soul.
Looks like we might have them. They're all running away now. Where are you going? Lights this way.
Supreme
We'll have our archers go hunt down their lord. It's pretty much the last one standing. Oh, poor Kevin. Well, you might be accurate. You're not enjoying your time fighting berserkers. Get one last cast before he runs. Evan's vengeance is complete. Alright, glorious win. We'll go ahead and end that battle before the burning head comes back towards us. I mean, fighting against other Norskins, you feel real powerful, don't you? That switches up real quick once you start fighting against the lights. They're like, oh, you have hordes? Well, we have bears. And look at these little groms. Look at all of these little groms we have. One for each of you. Well, she has taken quite a bit of damage. Birna is a very good hybrid lord so far. Kind of similar in, well, obviously with the extra 20 bonus for infantry, she's amazing, but very similar to a Lithanar. We will go ahead and occupy the altar of the Crimson Harvest. We've got another Mammoth Tamer. How glorious. Leadership drops by the trickles. Alright, that's the Icehorn Marauders. Pretty decent. They fight, I think, almost identically to champions. Like, they have less melee defense than Marauder champions, and less armor by a long shot. But they have the same melee attack as Marauder champions, I believe. That's what makes them so good. They hit like trucks. They're still Marauders.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Alright, next step, Pack Ice Bay. We'll go ahead and move across the sea to hit them over here. Hopefully it's been enough turns that they actually have their Lord back. So honestly, I'd really like to get them confederated. We can't take them down until we do have that Lord back. That way we're able to...
I've been looking forward to this. Prepare to be ripped to shreds.
We could confederate with them pretty quickly. I don't think they'll go for it. And I'm not gonna chance it. We are just going to deal with their faction leader.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
Hunter's prowess. Extra range for the entire army? Yes, please.
Chosen
Yes,
of
please.
Hecate.
Next, we'll go ahead and snag evasion for Gold Kevin, because he did take quite the wall up last battle. Plus, piercing bolts and burning will allow us to completely eliminate most of Kislev's artillery. That's just telling us we have to hold this Dark Fortress at all costs. I think that we can do.
Chieftain of the tribe.
For V, let's go ahead and have you
Accepted.
do a raiding camp and then start recruiting up maybe 1 or 2 Hound Dogs. We probably should wait until we have a positive, a bit more of a positive income, or at least we have more sitting in the bank.
Supreme Sorceress of Grog.
So Birna, before you take on off, we'll give you the Icehorn Hunters, though we have a little bit more oomph. I like that quite a bit. Another monster hunt is already in progress. Psych. Our monster's Arcanum is broken. Doing his thing raiding there. If Grog decides to stab us in the back, there's really nothing we're going to be able to do about it. He wants even more money now. Here, what if I just send him some gold as like a gift? As a gift, I will send you 900. Alright, now we're improving up towards 0, and now somebody declares war on me. Thanks for the money, idiot. Now we've got a full new army. Bargash, Chris. I also wouldn't mind fighting a rebellion army too, but we seem to be keeping things under control well enough. Our raiders are just too efficient at taking down the people they're stealing from. Alright, I think the Eastern River Lord's been destroyed twice now, so good riddance. We captured many provinces, we'll get a Talisman of Endurance.
All-powerful sorceress.
Alright, Sorcerers of Run. Truthfully, we can just send you across the, instead of across the sea, we'll go across and we keep raiding our way on over.
Party, guide me.
So Birna the Raider. Raid more in this stance, let's see her move further in that stance rather.
Spreading terror.
So that's what we're gonna do.
We are both their puppets.
Lost Eric of the
but
Kurgan, that is
masters
not who
have
we need to
sent
take
you
down.
Here to die.
Thelman. Our old foe.
Black Arts.
And we will go ahead and give you those Iceborne Marauders now. Just so we've got them. You have excellent capes. Sarl encampment, you definitely need yourself a guard check, as well as the trophies of battle. Pretty cheap. Torvig, we can also have you keep staying in this stance and grab a couple of hounds. Looks like their invasion against the rats has stalled out, which is perfect. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. I don't know if he likes Molder very much. Oh, he more just doesn't care. Oh, the problem is, just in this turn, we have enough settlements to become a strategic threat, so I'm thinking we're going to have a Throg hammer delivered pretty soon. Let's find out. He's at least got him sitting here as insurance. We haven't really seen the war between the Wolfkin and the anti-Norskins get too far. Right, Blade Worker's Hammer. Without their aptly formed instruments of death, the Northmen would be much less effective killers. Indeed. A Warhorse for Torvig. Right, well, it is now back to being Fellman. Are you ready to join? Oh, we can't hit him yet. How lucky you are.
Raid and pillage. Marauding.
Let's go into the camp, that we have the extra melee defense. We have all of the extra bonuses through our own research and through her skills. So we've got 43 at 39. Iceborne Marauders at 51 46. They are a mean bunch.
You're a pretender.
Elman's Marauders, on the other hand, are 34-28, so his Normie Marauders are a whole 6 melee attack less.
Fell sorcery.
I'd say that's pretty perfect. Go ahead and grab Piercing Bolts of Burning.
Despoil and ravage.
And for you, Torvig, I actually don't mind snagging the Swelling of Doom for the extra growth. So you're hanging out in this province and you're just raiding. Which normally would ruin growth, but oh, it does by 5. It's only 5. They're doing fine. We're only pulling the weak. I don't want to build up too much more troops just yet. I want a nice bit of treasury again before we start doing that. We're going to build up units in waves. Next, we'll go for the Axe Maker's Stone for more ammunition and missile strength. 5 more armors are just a little bit too piddly for me to worry about. This is a full-on wolf. They have wolves that could lead their army. This is a fun faction. They like dogs a wee little bit too much for my I mean, I like dogs, but not this much. They like it a concerning amount. Torvig, you need to keep you kind of next to the tower. This is our home base. You also need to be ready to strike Castle Alexandrinov. All in due time. In fact, I think we can trust Frog for now. It's not like we could really do much to him if he decided to punch us either way. In fact, we can keep giving him payments. Oh yes, there we go. Non-aggression pact. Oh, maybe non-aggression pact for how much? Well, it's so much gold, but it's not as much as 3,000, so we'll take it. He's got a new war with the Masters of Innovation, and that should keep him busy for quite some time. Beautiful. See if we can't confederate with Throg the old-fashioned way. Plus, as Brian well knows, we would stand a no chance against Throg, right? Not with our excellent Javelin Hunters. We need to actually go get to the marshlands, too, so we can actually start working on her actual scripts. All of her scripts have to do with being over in the Troll Country. Hello there. Foolish Vainglory. They say you revel in battle. Well, this is a much cooler version of that event card. Recruiting surplus or war fervor. We don't care about a recruiting surplus. We'll see who the fool is. Magathkin have finally bit the dust. We need to recruit ourselves a second lord.
Powerful enchantment.
How about we just come up here,
I want them
Blobber
dead.
Fellman. Hello, sir. Give ourselves a close victory. That's fine. We'll take it.
I will destroy them.
We will sack the settlement. Then we will go ahead and form a confederation. Thank you kindly. we've got the Tusk Weave longbow now. So amid the frozen tundra, a skilled bower crafted the Frostfang longbow from the colossal tusks of an ancient mammoth. Bound in ivory and whispered by the... That's why she does have a great bow. That's awesome. Bound in ivory and whispered by the spirits of the ice, the bow channeled the frigid essence of the Arctic wilderness. As the northern hunters drew its string, the arrows soared like winter gusts, seeking prey with the precision of a glacial breeze. Legends echoed through the frozen wastes of a silent archer whose arrows sang lullabies of the eternal frost. 20% more strength, 10% less reload, and then the Tuskweave longbow. Oh, great. That just means she has terrible armor, though.
Behold,
So in this 30,
true power.
it's going to remain that way. She doesn't never going to really gain any extra resistance either, except for your ward save through your enchanted item, or whatever the one is, your talisman that is. Potion of healing sounds way better. Way better, in fact. Cool. Well, that's a Confederation wish, actually, because of the way she works. See if we can find it.
Dark magic.
Here, come on now. The Black-Tongued Maiden. So every single completed monster hunt. And I wish our monster hunts weren't broken. Completed monster hunts would give us more range every single time, which would make her ridiculous eventually. But we do get 2% more missile strength for all of the units in our army, and that includes, I think, units that we would get through the Skaven. So any of our rattling guns, just 2% more missile strength for every single Confederated Norscan tribe. So we should get 2% just from there. So our hunters are up to 43 missile strength with their javelins.
Hear their scream.
37 on these bowmen. We are stronger than elves.
Forbidden magic.
We don't have the range of elves. Oh, look at this big chungus. Hey, Harold. Oh, this is a Dark Souls boss if I've ever seen one. Even his sword, look at him.
The gods might compel me to kill, but I do it free.
Oh, he's no longer at war with the Wolf Brothers. Hang on now, are you gonna come bother me, Harold? With your marauders and your hundreds of horsemen?
So much death.
These guys look cool. They're just normal marauders though, so I mean, Harold, I don't think you'll do very well against me. I'm gonna be real.
Seeks me.
Who seeks me?
Raid
Have
and
you go into a raiding camp, we'll just start moving
It is
through
done.
back towards the altar of the Crimson Harvest. Sweet, so that's the Pack Ice Bay handle. We'll go ahead. Ooh, can we use these kennels? Let's use them for a turn. Because of course you can't, even while they're broken up. Let's go ahead and start combining some of these recruit marauders here. Let's go 2 units down. We'll go ahead and grab 2 Warhounds. We might even want more than that because of the amount of throwing axes he has.
Praise be to Hecate.
Ooh, hello. Verdandi the Sea Maiden. You're fighting for the wrong side there, Shield Maiden.
A bloody victory.
It's a sight to behold. The Greyling champion is known for sailing distant quarters, hoping to challenge worthy beasts and foes. Hopefully we get you on our team.
Druki sorceress.
Alright, well, Hunter's Prowess it is. 10% more range. No more increase to our reload time, which would be just ridiculous. So she's up to 209. Our javelins can now almost throw the same as max range Pharaoh javelins, which is silly. And we have good old Sarl hunters and 180 and 176.
Feel my power.
We need more Sarl hunters. Go ahead and repair this building. We'll leave this one in, but I'm not going to repair it. Also go ahead and repair the Pack Ice Bay and upgrade the altar. Ooh, hang on. Harold, what are you doing? I trust you 0. Let's spend the money over here on the Bay of Blades instead. That we can barely afford. So Torvig, your guys are gonna have to go ahead and get the boot. First ones to get the boot are yours. Every time. Go on out and do some raiding for me to further.
I submit. The tribe consents. Understood.
How weird that is. It's always gonna be the case too. In fact, you know what? We're gonna get rid of all of his units except for his warhounds.
What?
Sorry, marauders. No real reason for you to be there. That actually might convince Harold to declare on us, though. It might backfire.
So much death.
So much death. We'll do growth. Alien tribe is neutral, but they don't like us. He's a grumpy looking fella. And his whole scripts are based on confederating all of the other Norscan tribes, so I mean, everyone has something, but his is specifically based on it. We'll probably only go a little bit further here as well. I've got a few more things to do before the night's up to get ready for the vacation tomorrow. We're heading on up to Colorado. Should be a lot of fun. There's still a couple things to do. So thank you all so much for dropping by this kind of first look here at the Sarl. Campaign's been pretty fun so far, but even though I wanted to gain up some power before we went after Kislev, so we haven't got to see any of our scripts. We may have one more stream with Birna, that way we can show off everything that kind of makes her special. High King Ulrich. Alright then. Rude. The Eye of the Gods war will bring us their gaze. I wanted to go frolic in the troll country, and you're bringing me into a civil war. And it looks like Harold. What are you doing?
I am told you want to talk. How disappointing.
He's going to raid the Nordlanders. I mean, that works for me. If we just kind of move over here and pop him on the head, though, we steal his faction.
Unrestrained.
Okay, well, before we move on, what we'll do is we'll kind of come on over here to Pack Ice Bay.
Seeking entertainment. Waiting.
We'll drop into an ambush, see if we can't lure this faction over here. Make it look like we're not here. I want to come on this side of the settlement. I do want to see if we can't take down Harold too, so if he comes this way, or goes after Dieterschaffen, we might be able to come out of that guy's bay to hit him. Because one of the cool things about Norse, because all you gotta do is take down their faction leader, and all of a sudden, you're in control of their faction. Yeah, no, I think that's about it for now then, Torvig. Non-aggression pact with Molder. If they get wiped out, it's gonna backstab me, but I don't mind grabbing a little bit more gold from the rat people there. Since he's just moving on through, we will go ahead and upgrade the warband camp here. It's a bit concerning, but it should be fine. Income from raiding. Only we were raiding enemy territory. If the wolves on the model of the bloody Bjornhan, where's Wolrich? Or Wolfric, that is. Oh, that's a good question. We'll take the look at diplomacy your next turn. He might be gone. Oh, there's the High King. He went a different direction than I was expecting him to. So let's pop into diplomacy, see if Wolfric is still around. No, it looks like his combined enemies he was probably fighting against Bjornling and the Tribe of the Wolf at the same time. And that was just too much for him.
Savages.
Crazy. The Eternal Challenger falls pretty early on.
My powers are yours. True power
Across the sea, we couldn't get back to the altar of the Crimson Harvest in time. Cheeky rascals there, High King.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
If we were to go into March stance, though, we can make it further than he can do anything else about it. So we'll come on up here.
Setting forth.
And if he does decide to take down the altar of the Crimson Harvest, we can get him back easily. But for now, Torvig, we really don't need you, so enjoy retirement. Okay, there's the second army.
No.
I do realize that's how far he can move in March, or in ratings, where he's losing half of it. He might be able to get over here. He has a couple of legendary heroes Oda Winterclaw and Hilda the Reaver. He's got a great axe. And you're a hybrid. With what on earth? Keep the shields up. So she's shooting arrows so fast that they're just terrified to be around her. Maybe stabbing too. Interesting. Drops of leadership and melee attack. She doesn't have that much ammo. I guess she's throwing a javelin. We'll probably find out soon, won't we? And what are these guys? Bulwark of Skjold. They look like iron breakers. Charge resistance plus 20% as well as expert charge defense? What does that do? Doesn't expert charge defense give them 100%? Charge bonus of any attacker. And then plus 20% on top of that, they will not give ground. Then you got the Haxes of Horvengast. They freeze their own vigor. As long as they have 80 kills, that vigor stops there. They're never going to get more tired. Good grief. Eldegrim at Shield Wall. Well, they have their own formation. That's awesome. I am not looking forward to fighting them. I'm sure it would have what are you guys? And I'm sure a single piercing bolts of burning should get rid of them. Kevin, let's make sure your piercing bolts of burning actually is usable. And then maybe we upgrade instead the Longship Graveyard. Altar of Crimson Harvest is only making us 220, so that's not that bad. It's a little bit spooky, but I think we'll be fine. I know we won't, will we? They'll smack it and they'll run away and then we'll go bankrupt. And that'll be sad. Then the turn to see what the Greyling try. I'm betting we're gonna get jumped on by a couple of Norse tribes here at once. Alright, Greyling do move on in the Altar of Crimson Harvest. There's no way we hold them back here. So a decisive defeat indeed. Maybe if it gives us a walled settlement? No, that's no way. They've got a whole giant. And they're gonna set up here too. Okay, cool. Oh, hello there, Gore. Disaster has unfolded. Well, here's the thing. Inside that settlement, I think they're doomed.
No.
We can go deal with Snagger as he reinforces, and move on in with our units. All they have is Marauders. They've got the unit of Feral Ymir, Snowbound Stalker. They're gonna terrify small entities. How fun! They've got a lot of attack too. These guys are gonna rip through chaff. All I heard is shoot them with our missiles before we get close. I think we can handle it, no problem. He thinks he's tough.
What is your dark purpose?
Alright, but that is still going to be probably it for this stream. I am getting exhausted like I was saying, so thank you all so much for stopping by to the first of our Tribes of the North first looks. I think we will go ahead and have another stream here for Birna. That way we can at least see her script and everything that kind of is supposed to be with her, with the trolls and stuff, which we should have done earlier on. I didn't expect to get cleared up by another Norse tribe. I figured they'd fight amongst themselves for a bit and we can go punch the kiss the lights. Turns out, nope. I will go ahead and see you all the next time. Have a good night, day, wherever it is in your time of the world, or what time it is in your area of the world. See you all next time.